What is going on, Ada Nation? Welcome back to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed. In today's video, I want to talk about a project that is quickly becoming one of my favorites, and that is none other than the World Mobile Project. Now, we've got a pretty big surprise coming in from the team about 2 hours ago with a brand new continent being listed, or brand new country, I should say, being listed on the official WMT Scan website. Now, before we get into that, I want to quickly just go ahead and take the time to wish you all a happy holiday season. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I was able to take some time off personally and able to enjoy that with my family, but it's now time to get back to work. Now, this past weekend, I did have a live stream, which was held with Cal from Clover Nodes, as well as Rob from the Trek Stake Pool. And this is actually a series that we do bi-weekly. So I want to just go ahead and quickly plug this in. This is a live stream where we break everything down surrounding World Mobile. And as a part of the latest live stream, we highlighted the fact that this team was continuing to grow with over 1,200 Airnodes deployed across Zanzibar and Pakistan. As I just mentioned, we've now got a new country being added, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into that here in just a moment. Now, over the course of just the past year alone, this team has really begun to crank up the speed at which they're developing, but also deploying. So a couple months back, we saw Mickey Watkins and the rest of the World Mobile team attending the Rare Evo conference, where we saw the first ever usage, of the World Mobile network through what was actually a Sprinter van with an Airnode attached, being done in person at the actual event. Following that, we saw the release of their eSIM packages, or just their eSIM, And so if you want to go ahead and travel, or if you are in a predicament where you're traveling and you want to go ahead and actually utilize data without having to pay extra for your regular data provider, you can go ahead and purchase one of their eSIMs, which is basically a data package tied to different supporters that the World Mobile team has connected to. You can go ahead and do that and still be able to stay connected when you're out of your regular range or out of the regular support from your local carrier. So those are just a couple of things that we've seen coming down the pipes from this team. And without any further ado, let's just go ahead and just jump into the latest updates. So as of today, we finally have the United States with a couple of Airnodes in Reno, Nevada being added to WMT Scan. If you're not aware of what WMT Scan is, I'm going to be jumping into it in just a minute, but it's basically a way for the team to track all of their Airnodes deployed across the world. So it states here 3 countries, now 3 continents. Again, they've got Asia, Africa, and now North America. Now, I also recently did touch on the fact that Reno, Nevada, surprisingly, has, I believe it's 51 megabits per second as the average internet speed in that local area. I'm not sure about you guys, but in the day and age that we live in now, where there's so much content consumption and just so much throughput in terms of just things being loaded onto the internet, that kind of speed is no longer tolerable. Back in the day, back when dial-up was still a thing, that was completely okay. But as of now, again, with high quality content being produced daily, you need more bandwidth and faster internet speeds in order to be able to stay ahead of the game. And I think that this particular need will continue to rise over time as we continue to provide higher quality content and higher amounts of information, especially as more people become connected to the internet. So all of that aside, the reason why I'm highlighting that is because the World Mobile team has officially chosen to deploy their first 5 Airnodes within the United States, of course, within the Reno, Nevada region. Now, before I jump into that, there's also a second update that I want to quickly highlight, and that's the fact that this team has now had their network up for over 600 days. So they are right behind Cardano. Of course, Cardano's been up for, I believe, now 6 years, but they're doing really well, continuing this long-lasting streak. Now, this is also equivalent to about 14,000 hours or about 800,000 minutes or so. So shout out to the team. Very quickly jumping into WMT Scan, we've got the price there at the very top. We've got the market cap sitting at 84 million, and then we've got the circulating supply and the global balance. Now, scrolling down, we have, again, 1,235 Airnodes currently available, with over 8.1 terabytes of data consumed in the last 24 hours, which is really near peak. And they've also got nearly 60,000 users utilizing the network in the last 24 hours alone. Again, that uptime has now broken that 600-day threshold. Now, the cool thing is if we now jump into the US here, as you guys can see, we've got Reno, Nevada, and I'm going to go ahead and just use this control scroll in order to zoom in a little bit, where we now have 2 Airnodes towards this northern region, and then a little bit down south from that, we've got 1 Airnode deployed here, and then let's see here, a little bit east, we've got another Airnode deployed. So this currently makes up all of the Airnodes within the United States. Now, I do believe that we are just at the very, very early stages of just seeing hundreds, if not thousands of Airnodes being deployed in the United States moving forward. Now, I brought this up during our latest live stream with Rob and Clover or Cal, basically trying to get their input as to how many potential Airnodes they think could be coming down the pipes. My guess is anywhere between 5,000 to 6,000 additional Airnodes being deployed in the year of 2024. But let me know what you think down below. I know that a lot of the people that are watching that live stream had around 10,000 to 15,000 Airnodes expected to be deployed in the next year. To put this into perspective, we had 200 deployed in 2022, and then now over 1,000 or a 5x being deployed in 2023. Again, this is one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on this particular team and this particular project. Now, last but not least, I do want to briefly touch on Operation Airnode, aka OPAN. So OPAN is going to be a platform, right, which is going to basically facilitate the sales of different type of hardware or different type of Airnodes, specifically within the United States region. So if you're looking to, become a part of the sharing economy, if you're looking to run Airnode infrastructure, this is going to be the time to go ahead and get ready and get in at the ground level. I'll go ahead and leave the link to the actual beta website, which allows for you to basically register or show your interest in purchasing an Airnode, and that will basically, I believe, get you signed up on, or at least get you put on the whitelist for when the actual OPAN mission or the OPAN sale actually begins to take place. So I wanted to just quickly highlight that there. Again, over 1,200 Airnodes deployed. We officially have 5 within the United States, and I think that this is just the very beginning. Now, in terms of additional continents, what do you guys think could be next? I'm definitely looking at different areas. For example, like Europe, I know that there's been a lot of requests within that particular area, and there's been a lot of viewers on my channel specifically that have asked about that as well. We've also got South America, which I think could really open up a ton of user adoption as well. And then another area, I'm not sure if you consider a continent specifically, but would be Australia. So we did see the fact that Australia is pretty lenient when it comes to just crypto adoption, and that the Word Mobile team had actually released their global app beta within Australia first because of some of their more lax rules. So tons coming in here from this team. Of course, we just had the BTS event. We just saw the first launch of the very first aerostat within the continent or the country of Mozambique. And again, this is just the very beginning, right? As 2024 heats up, more people come into Cardano, more people find out about World Mobile. I think that this team will be poised to make huge waves, not just within crypto, but just with the real world impact, again, with their mission to connect the unconnected and to serve the underserved. That will do it here for today's video. As always, if you guys found this timely update to be helpful, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. It really does make a difference here on the channel, and it also gets this message out to other members within the growing Cardano community. Now, if you guys want more content just like this surrounding everything going on in Cardano, consider subscribing to Dapp Central. And last but not least, if you have any questions surrounding World Mobile or Cardano, then make sure to go ahead and leave them down below in the comments section. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.